Hello everybody, my name is Nope Stuff and welcome to a brand new video. This game is off. Now, I'm sorry if you don't get to see the starting screen. I want to skip off all the boring introductions and stuff like that. We can get straight to the gameplay. Now, let me read it as a narrator. We will let you in Zone 0. Good luck. For more information, find the one called The Judge. Off. It's really creepy. To move my body, use the arrow keys on your keyboard. I know, let's not give him a special voice. Let's use my normal voice. To move my body, use the arrow keys on your keyboard. To interact with the objects, press the spacebar or the enter key. So far, so good. Okay, so this is off. Not as scary as the title says it was. Zone 0. It's not exactly a happy place. What the hell is that? What is that? What the hell is that thing? It doesn't look like anything really. Some sort of weird. I don't know. It's like just psychiatrics upon drugs. Let me give him a voice then. There cannot be any other living being in Zone 0. So I must assume that you are only a mere figment of my imagination. Nevertheless, I will introduce myself. I am the judge, and I am aching to know your name, dear illusory interlocutor. I don't even know. This is not English. This is not English. It's not normal English. This is translated by French person, I think. No, the game was made by French, translated by fans. I'm the batter. I've been assigned to the sacred mission. It is a pleasure. However, it is not the puppet I was addressing, but the puppeteer controlling it. What is your name, dear puppeteer? His name is Nope. He can't talk to us. I am talking to you. I'm voicing your characters. I'm giving you guys voices. It's usually very monochrome. However, he can hear and see everything. Even though you too are but an inexistent apparition in my eyes, let it be said that I am delighted to meet you as well, dear Nope. I believe we are in need of your services. Many people are in need of my services, you know. Everybody loves cats. Wait, that thing is a cat? You may not see me, but right now I'm just pointing at the screen, wondering how in the hell is that thing a cat? It doesn't look like a cat at all. It looks like some kind of, I don't know, zombie demon thing. It's not a cat, that's for sure. We rub ourselves against their legs and purr in the most insistent manner. They adore that. I'm not talking about that kind of help. I see. But what sort of service could I offer to an ectoplasmic entity? I have a sacred mission to fulfill. I must purify the world. There is no objective more laudable than yours. I accept to serve you as a guide through this area, if it is any help to you. Thanks. Oh, this chest. Let's open this chest. It's impossible to get around this obstacle. Are you serious? Are you serious right now, Batter? There's... Okay, there's a lot of space. You could probably just swim and climb up again. Oh yeah, the river will melt. A luck ticket. Oh, a luck ticket has been found. What's a luck ticket? What's in here? 4B2B70. That's kind of good. Just remember that. But not right now. Allow me to confess that I find you quite tangible for a phantasmagoria being. Phantasmagoria being. Wow, you're speaking a lot of big words. Might you in fact be a creature of flesh and blood? I think so, yes. So I've been mistaken in the beginning. You did not even interrupt me in my deluded phantasms. This is relatively bizarre, I must say. For you are the first living being I was given a chance to encounter in this lieu. No. How the hell do you pronounce these words? I mean, sure I can speak English better than some people, but this is not English. It's like some kind of crazy person talking. Then again, it makes sense. I'm talking to a cat right now. I had in fact concluded that Zone 0 was an empty land. Obviously, I was misled. However, there exist other zones, and in those territories, the risk of hostile individual attacking you in the most violent manner is quite high. Your sacred mission will most likely lead you into these lands. Would you like me to teach you the art of violent confrontation? Combat tutorial? Why not? What? Not expecting this. Purification of love. This here is the battle screen. As you can observe, you will find yourself placed at the right hand side of the screen. Your opponent, however, in this case, yours truly, will be located on the left, the correct place for a single combat. At the beginning of combat, you'll be confronted with a choice. You have to decide whether to attack, auto, or flee. Attack naturally permits you to engage the fight in the classical fashion. If auto is your decision, the computer will make the strategic choices in your place, making you simply the spectator. Finally, flee, as its name indicates, is the option of the coward. I report this alternative. But now it is time for the offense. Choose attacks. Select the batter, then choose attack, and you to off me with your bat. Just utilize the auto function. The computer will not hold back, and I will take the risk of dying, taking my secret with me to the grave. Choose attack. Let's hit the cat. Let's do this battle. Don't be scared. It's just a cat. Excellent beer is part of combatant. You must consider the fact that the batters and the enemy's levels determine the impact of your assaults. It is possible that you or your adversaries could avoid a barrage of attacks that you will throw at each other with slings. On occasion, your cast iron will get a critical hit, which will cause teeth to fly in heats. But let us move on. If you are waiting to, you may have noticed that when you chose attack for the first time, after you selected the batter, a new window opened itself at the lower right-hand side of the screen. There, you have the choice between 4 new options. Attack leads to a soul strike against a likewise soul adversary. Competence permits you to use one of your special skills. Objects will grant you access to the items you are currently carrying. Finally, you have yet again the opportunity to flee. But remember, solely the batter is responsible for that option in his personal menu. How about trying to utilize an object? Take this luck ticket and use it on the batter person with gratitude. A luck ticket has been found. I think it's right, I just take a cat. Use the batter, objects, luck ticket, batter. Impeccable! Your master of battle borders on brilliance, my friend. But there's one thing we have not yet addressed. I am of course talking about competences. They are generally, in layman's terms, special moves. They can trigger surprising effects. They may introduce a resurgence of health points, or maybe end of themselves powerful attacks. Nevertheless, know this. Any use of competences leads to consumption of competence points. So I ask you to use these skills sparingly. Once your CP are completely consumed, it will be impossible to carry out heavy assaults. When you happen to cross swords with a tougher opponents before being able to get some more CP, victory will be uncertain. However, not cross swords but cross bats. Okay, fine, I do it. Let's just take myself right now. But try it right away. Choose competence and try using the wide angle, which will allow you to analyze your enemy. Forgetting something last. Analyze the enemy's characteristics. It's kind of hard to read. The game didn't come with any font. I don't think it comes with font with ranks. I'm forced to stick with a slightly hard to read. But other than that, it's pretty cool. I read it sort of, like I get the idea of what I'm trying to say. Wide angle. The judge. An odd-appearing cryptic cat, no weaknesses or resistances. You now not only know all about me, but also about the art of combat. About the wide angle, know that its analysis will always be based on the start of the battle. Thus, it may accidentally analyze adversaries you have already knocked out for a long time. The confrontation ends theoretically when the health points of your team or all your opponents fall to 0. Take good care of your health if you want a successful career in purification. From now on, you'll be ready to crush all impure objects that get in your luminous vision's way. Well, supposing your intelligence is on the same level with your undeniable capability of dealing bad blows to an innocent cat. Oh my god, it's really long sentences. What's the time? 5 more minutes, wow, that's a lot of time. Be it as it may, your training has not reached its end yet. Let me ask you to follow me if you still want me as your guide. That cat reached very far. Wow, much the cat is. Let's look outside. Can we actually interact with the window? I think it's a nice day outside. I think too. Yes, to pass through here, you need to use your cerebral organ. You know, the one bathing flabbily in your tired cranium. I hate you, cat. I believe these floating blocks correspond to the symbol you see on the wall in some way or another. Okay, so let's try this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did it. Well, but I messed up. Nonetheless, may I dare suggest you wait activating certain ones of these strange floating blocks more than one time, if required. So come, solve this intriguing puzzle for me, and quickly, if you please. I wish to rejoin the ground floor as soon as possible. 1, 2, 6, 8, 2, 3. I understand how it works. My god, I feel so smart. I feel so smart. How's it outside? I think it's a nice day outside. Keep saying that. Finally, after all that exertion, the eagerly awaited recompense makes its entrance to the scene. Okay, cat food. Seriously, at a time like this? Crunch. Food. You can eat it now. You can still reflect on them. Lower the actual inventory task. Escape. What's my class? I'm a purifier. That's an interesting class. Low battery. No, I don't have low battery anymore. So I have my recovery. I'm still pretty good. Oh, my class is Savior and my grade is Purifier, and I'm pure right now. What did I save? Let's exit then. What's the code? 4482870. 448. 448. Okay, we have that part done. Go back outside. 2870. 2870. Are you done yet, cat? Crunch, num num crunch. 1 more minute. God damn it. I want to play this anymore. Oh, hi, cat. Okay, thank you came back. Here's an accessory that is going to be especially helpful on your purifying quest. Dear enlightened student and sportive friend, it is a cube hovering in midair, as you have likely noticed. Nevertheless, you'll be able to differentiate it from similar ones by the contrast of bad taste it imposes on the view of its clashing color, defying any sensible course of plastic arts. However, do not judge it too quickly, because despite its criticisable appearance, this red cube is of undeniable use. Aside from rendering you the entirety of your health and competence points, it is capable of saving your progress and sending you to the nothingness. The nothingness is a realm of transportation outside of space itself, where you can travel from one point to another at the speed of light. I will now invite you to try it out in order to discover locations more populous than this deserted island. Open your wings, my dear companion, and hurry away towards the following zones without hesitation. Your only enemy is the fear that will grab you. Okay. Do not worry, I too travel a lot through the different zones of the world. We will newly meet one another eventually, without a doubt. By the way, take this. This object of a curious name will be the key that permits you to enter zone 1. Have I clarified that you can at any time consult your inventory and characteristics by pressing the escape key? Oh, you don't need to. I learned it myself. The Leo card has been found. Well, I'll end it here. It's already been my recording time. Let's just save the game at Black 1, and I'll see you guys in the next video.